What we have to understand is that if we don't do what is right, is that we're going to assume 9/11s every quarter. We're going to have financial crisis and other things if we don't do what is right. If we don't take care of the food crisis, the consequences are enormous. So what do we actually have to do? We're going to discuss that, but I'll share a few thoughts that I have in my mind about solutions, because I'm more of a solution-driven person than the opposite. Africa. Africa is a main concern that we have. We wrote a few pieces this year in Forbes, on Forbes.com and on the World Policy about Doha and Africa, and how important it is for us to realize that the problem of Africa is basically our problem, and we can solve it. We propose, and this discussion will be held as well at the United Nations tomorrow when I give a speech on the African Day. We propose that corporations work closely with heads of states, that we establish a rule of law so that corporation is able to insure their assets. We propose as well for Africa that 5% of the corporation's profits go to infrastructure and education. All of this has to be done at the same time, simultaneously, because any projects that we have on Africa or anywhere else where you take care only of the education in a village, and if there's no job, where are they going to go, those people? So it has to be cohesive plan and strategy, village by village, cities by cities. And it will only be done if we all work together. We are coming out with a major project, which we'll announce in the next few days officially, which is called the Link Project. This project is being engineered by Google, and it's a project that will link all best practices. If the United Nations or other global agencies would pull out of Africa, it would be a disaster. All we hear is criticism to the United Nations, but they do some wonderful work. But they don't know how to market themselves, like many countries, like America, like France. So what we need to do is, with this Link project, is to link all the best efforts. In October, we will have 2 million foundations online. So if you are in Africa and you have a mobile phone, 25% of the population of Africa have a mobile phone, they will have access to all this information about agriculture, education, malaria pills, all the aid that is actually in that village, because people don't even know who's working in that city or in that country that is able to help them. And then we'll commit more corporations and individuals to give money to specific projects. One of the problems is that we're not giving because we don't know where to give, and we don't know where the money goes. So most people are scared. The objective, as the Kenyan ambassador said to me a few weeks ago, of Africa, is for them to make their own malaria pills. We have deprived Africa from exports, and it is not reasonable. We have to bring Africa, in some countries, they're actually doing better than others, but for those that are not doing as well, we need to support them with export. We speak about human rights issues in China. How can we say that when we don't sign Doha, when millions of people are going to be killed? We can no longer point our fingers to our neighbors. We have to show the way. We lived through a Cold War that was very difficult. We don't want to go there anymore. So again, I come back with certain threats that we're going to be speaking about, and certain solutions have to be put in the front of everyone's agenda. I want to thank you all for giving your time, because it's not about money. It's about your brain. It's about your energy. Your commitment will make us, this group of people, go somewhere. We will work together through the year. You might not know this, but it's not about a summit, but it's about a commitment, a monthly commitment or quarterly commitment that we're going to make together. We are nothing alone. We can only make it if the voices of academics are heard, if the voices of politicians are heard as well, and if corporations take an active role. But the question is that we're all running after time. We don't have any more time. We're running after the next project, but we got to make time. We always say, don't give a project to someone that's not busy. It's all about that. So from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you all for being here and for being part of this summit that is just a beginning of this long road of light that we will share together. Thank you.